Hello, my friends. I'm Zelda Kelly with Psychic Secrets, and today we're going to just pick a few cards and give you a reading that you need. Now, let me try to get rid of some of this glare for you. I'm not so sure I can. But if you can bear with that, we're going to just pick a few cards here and see, okay, you see how my finger stuck to that? The first one we have is the Lover's card. I love that. We're just going to hold that for the second here. And I'm going to push those back in. Okay, so right there. Very good. And we're going, well, this one wants to come out and we're going to allow it. Okay, so there, we have 3 cards. Let me put this deck away so we can lay these out. 3 cards for you. The 3 cards are the Lover, the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Wands. Now, the Lover's card, that is also a Gemini. If you are a Gemini out there, well, this can resonate for you. For all others, it still can resonate. You don't have to be a Gemini for this to resonate. But also with the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Look, here's what I'm thinking. In relationships, you win and you lose. You put up boundaries, and then you make sure that you do things that you can continue on and keep your relationships. That's where this is going. You see this particular card. I love this card. Look at the look on that person's face. Just like an accomplishment, like, see, you tangled with me, and, well, you got what you've got coming. I love that. And you see up here, is just a lot of movement in this card. Why? Now, you see there's a face there, right? Let me see if I can get that so it's not glaring. You see that face? That is a face of, we're always being looked after. We're always being made sure that we have guidance and direction. That's what it's about. With this particular card, it is an air element. That's why there's a lot of movement here. But you see, this 5 of Swords, this person here is holding up one sword. That's an accomplishment. And you know, look at this sword. It just barely goes off the end of the frame of the card. What this means is that you're winning. You're winning at love. What happened was, look, this person, and there's a person behind there, they turned their backs, they put their swords down. They just kind of gave up because this person looks like took their swords away, but they have accomplished a lot. I think you've learned, and maybe even a partner of yours has learned, that there's really not a winner in a conflict in a relationship, but that we have to put our swords down and we have to understand that the other person is just as, well, they're just as important as we think we are. Right? That's what it is. Now, here's another very interesting card, because much like this character here, we have another divine, beautiful, and we have Shaggy walking across, my apologies. We have another divine, beautiful angel. And this beautiful divine angel is looking over after there's a conflict. So we have 2 5s here. We have the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Now, the Wands are a definite fire element, which means this is a fiery thing. Upsets with relationships can be airy as far as movement and saying a lot of things sometimes we shouldn't be saying. And the fire means that it can be fiery. But with this particular card, you see, look, there's even a person down. There's a lot of conflict, and there's somebody running in, and all eyes are on this person. It looks definitely like some type of battle, some type of conflict. Well, I want you to know, if you're having some issues, difficulty in your relationship today, put your sword down. Put away the words, because there is no winner. Even though this card says that you're winning, well, all you're doing is transferring swords. One side came out with a sword, the other side gained the sword. Will it be that way the next time? And yes, there will be a next time. So that means that you have to really control yourself in relationships. And let's ask from our little friend, the tarot here. Let's ask if we can get a final word of confirmation. Now, this is for all signs, okay? If you resonate with this, great. And if you don't, you may find that maybe in the past or even in the future, something may resonate with you. Here we are. Drum roll, please. And the card is this. I see. Very interesting. Very interesting. And we're going to turn this over. Now, this is very eclectic. And I'm going to put this right here over this Lover's card. Now, let's talk about this swordy. But this is an air element. This swords, this Eight of Swords. You see how this person is just wrapped up? But look closely. There is an opening here. This person can literally walk away. This person isn't bound so tightly. This person is still experiencing, well, the legs aren't bound. They can definitely walk out, walk away. And yes, if you say, well, but look, her eyes, well, I can see that she can see through those bandages there, is what I'm going to call it. You can see that she feels far and away from her home. She feels displaced. She's in a prison. And this actually can be male or female energy, but she's in a prison of her own making. This person, it has created conflict within themselves. And I think this is why this card comes out, because there's always the urge and the need to win in a relationship, whether it's a friendship, a marital friendship, a boyfriend, girlfriend, mate, whatever the case may be. There's that urge. And if you don't win, sometimes there's an upset, or can be for the other person. This particular person sees that, well, it's a Five of Pentacles. 5 in biblical numerics means grace. But in this particular case, you see snowy and person on crutches and walking away there in need. And I'm going to say, I think maybe today the relationship is in some particular need where both need to come together. And what happens when you come together? Well, this card is perfect, because you see moving together, sharing your life together, and especially, look at this, negotiating. Sometimes I'm sorry does better than really anything. And I think sometimes laying down the swords, metaphorically speaking, for a forgiveness and a reconciliation. You see what this means? You see this is a lion up here with very fiery wings, but this is a water element, which is all emotions, and this is an earth element, which is a part needing to be grounded. This, when there's a reconciliation and coming together and forgiveness, you see, doesn't this look familiar? Well, it's the two snakes and the medical logo and the medical symbol. What does that mean? It means that same thing as laughter is better than medicine. Forgiveness, reconciliation is just like medicine. It heals the heart. So what do I see in conclusion and summary of this? This means coming together, sharing together, working things out, and dedicating yourself for a reconciliation. I do see a reconciliation if those of you feel that you have been parting. The other thing that I want to point out is that you don't have to feel like you're displaced or that you're bound up in a particular way, and you don't even have to feel like you win. End the conflict. And look at that. I left that on the bottom, and that's actually a good card, and that is the sign of Cancer. End the conflict, because I'm going to say this card right here. means that there is nothing better than the home. A Cancer element is those that they like to go out and travel and have fun, and that's the energy here. But they need and require a home base so they feel safe and grounded. You're going to reconcile, you're going to work it out, but remember, it takes two. And there is no fighting, but there is also working things out, negotiating, and you've got to have rules. You got to have rules. In everything in life, there are rules. You're going to make it through. I love this for you. And believe me, you started out as lovers. And you're certainly going to remain and end up as lovers as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to speak to me directly, you can find me at psychicsecrets.com. And you can also find me on social media at Psychic Zelda Kelly. I hope this helps you today. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, I'll see you again next time. Bye.